NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers.
Just online head-to-head.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And an excellent return there as he's up. To make it the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20! Here we go. Check nine. 21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's cool.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11, 12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double.
Got him.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And the The lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, 3rd down here.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. All day, every day.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180. Ready? Check 99. White. 2.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening
Where
to
you
the
go?
coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Taking a shot for Samuel, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, it's Coleman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
21. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31. A touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 55 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers go. Timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rodgers going to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. D Ford able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And once again the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 68 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got him.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Got him again.
Intercepted the third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Come on.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
It's getting ugly.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Time to get them the fuck out of here.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's fine.
Got an open
I'm
man.
give you all them little short shit.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, D Ford, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ball
on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
12.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. Here we go.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam.
Yeah, you can just do it on a regular piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a big paper.
Nah, get that construction paper, Finn.
The NFL is on
Construction.
EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle
I'm
with
gonna
Aaron Rodgers
go
and
through
the
the
Green
rest
Bay
of
Packers.
the depth chart real quick.
Out
You
is the
good.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who Irvin is. Jimmy Graham just signed somewhere.
Bears. Jimmy is now a Bear.
Oh fuck, another 4-3. No, 3-4. You know what? I'ma just leave it. Shit gonna take too long. Right, reminder to self: do not run 4-3, cause I am not looking through that shit.
I don't understand how people don't have internet access in their home.
Yo, you'd be surprised, bro.
This whole shit, I have been very surprised.
You will be surprised. I'm ready.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, what the hell was that?
It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Oh, fuck. How you reset?
Right there. 54, Mike.
Out to
88. 88. Clear, Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Touch him.
Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Okay. What?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, alert.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Ran my offensive
I
line
call
in the
that
fuck
play a
over.
success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Check 1, Omaha.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Garoppolo now. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown.
Yo, what is that dance called that he just did?
2 yards on the touchdown.
Call it the
there.
Fortnite
As
did,
his
but that shit
guys
got
are
a
able
name.
to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I don't know. Navi know that shit.
Lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game. A good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Wide receiver.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day. So Mike 42.
On first down, Garoppolo.
Oh,
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight
what was
end.
that, Williams?
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard
He
line.
jumped at it.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
21, 3, X3, 218, jump, man.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Damn.
The pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And this
Oh,
Hold it, Debo.
better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. Black 80.
Check, 42's the mark. Got one. Hey, Mike 42, Mike.
Stick. Give me that.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better.
I think I need a new controller.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Devontae And
Tried
they
to
work this
undercut
right
that
up
shit.
field across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold to add the extra point.
Oh, shit.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line.
Wait, what?
And he'll get it
Patriots tried to trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
At least Bill O'Brien wasn't that dumb to give him to the Patriots.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety.
Oh, sorry, man.
Able to take this one back to the 36.
Uh-oh, Canelo Triple G agreed to a 3rd fight.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football.
September
Oh
12th.
my gosh.
And then it's the tip drill.
It must be a money
Good
grab.
concentration by him to react to
There's
it
really
and
nobody
blow
else
the
for him to really
interception.
fight.
The San Francisco
Yeah,
offense
unless he
ready to
moves
start
up.
their next drive. Play fake
Or
there to
somebody
Coleman.
move
Now
up for him.
Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pick up there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
I don't know if, I don't think I posted it. Now that I think about it. It was a video of Errol Spence training,
I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
and the video was basically talking about can you train for power? Can you gain power by training? And him and his trainer was on the different ends of the argument. But within that talk, they was talking about him moving up to possibly fight Canelo.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than
I think
2
that'd
minutes,
be a
we'll
real
send
good
you to
fight.
Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith picks up his second
I think
sack
that'd
of
be
the
a real
afternoon.
good fight.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Lock, lock, lock. Stay hot, stay hot.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a give right side Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo.
What?
Toward the
Oh,
end zone, but
shit.
that's gonna wind up incomplete.
Nah, he got both feet down. They cheating me.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Hey, Stu.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by
Couldn't get the end zone.
Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They finally put Shazier on the retirement list.
Everyone back for quarter number 3.
You said what?
They finally put Shazier on the retirement list.
Out in front, and they will get the football first
That's good.
as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's crazy, like, really how wild that injury was.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Why are you running like that?
Upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. White 20! White.
They'll try and run for it here.
I tried to come back to the C gap. Yep.
Runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Should have just kept going in the direction I was supposed to
They took that
go.
one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And from the 25,
running in mud.
29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers.
Oh, yo, he stopped and came the other way.
To go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
That was nonsense.
Here we go. Black 80!
Here we go. Mike's 4-2.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
42's much.
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted.
Good cutback on that bait.
Darnell Savage. And nothing there on the return. They got
I thought you completely committed to the short route.
4-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
All day, baby, all day. Check.
Again, it's Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Ah, come on. Stay in front of him.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, offensive and defensive players of the year, offensive and defensive rookies of the year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the comeback player of the year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Goodness
Here's
gracious.
another interception. Picked off at the 35. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Can't throw a completion,
Faces
man.
in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
I mean, you completing it.
Word. It looked like he was trailing that whole time.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the mark.
I just realized when they said his name. Y'all didn't. He's a free agent, right? Emmanuel Sanders.
We haven't picked him up yet, no.
Marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Not sure if we are. We got a lot of our receivers. Oh, we got a lot.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And
We got 2 that didn't even play last year that were rookies.
Like a lawn chair.
And we got to decide what we're going to do with.
And that'll make it
Like a Bailey, yeah.
I said we got 2 from last year that were rookies that missed the entire year due to injury that we got to figure out if we're going to, like, what we're going to do with. And, like, they're 2 good receivers.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be
That's a
taken
good sack,
down.
because I was just about to throw that shit right to you. It was about to be a pick.
Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Garoppolo now. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his target,
Yo, what is going on, yo? Oh, man. And that's on Alexander.
Nah, that was on Kevin King. Jair on the other side.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
Oh my
It's
God!
incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring
Standing
it
there
second
looking
down.
stupid.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Come on, I slid the protection that way for that reason.
Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Like, I literally slid protection that
It
way.
puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
50's the mic. Bravo.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Should have waited.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you
Debo
still
was
taking
open
shots
coming
like that
across
downfield?
after the
I'd be a little more
after
concerned
Kittle
with
cleared
running
it
some
out.
clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put
Oh, they
yourself
put
in
solos
jeopardy.
in Warzone.
Went today.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get in the right room.
Rodgers throwing again. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Amari Cooper, 100 million, 40 is guaranteed.
So it's Packer football.
40, I thought it was
As we welcome
60.
you back.
I thought it was too, but NFL Network got it up here now.
To find a late score. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped. The
Yeah,
yardage is
that
short,
man his
and it's
money.
4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They sealed that fucking edge.
Well, he's free
Great.
going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 66 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
It's 40,
And he'll
but
take it
there's a
past the
20
25 and up
for
to the 28-yard
for
line.
injury up until March of 2022. Y'all re-signed Ronald Blair on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching.
I'll tell you one thing, the Rams better make sure Gurley is not able to come back. Because if they trade him and he go back to old Gurley, they're going to be upset.
Mm-hmm. Which I feel like they was never giving him a chance to show it if he could be old Gurley or not.
Because he was starting to come on at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like they go for Gurley 2.0 and Swift from Georgia.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach...
And Rodgers is going to go
no
down.
game.
D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first
You want to
rounder,
cut
Jimmy
that man.
Ward. And the return will stop at the 25.
Yep, I did.
The crazy thing is, they said that he was a key figure, like going into free agency.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They ain't have no
And this
thoughts
game
of not
comfortably
bringing
in
him
hand.
back.
The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup?
I don't know why.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell
I'll
you.
be back on it a little bit.
2015 season,
Gotcha.
I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry.
Come on.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. He's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's moved the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And an alley to run.
Tackle is horrible this game.
Inside the 10, just shy of the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Niners have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt.
Alright, that was a horrible defensive drive to start off the game.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 31, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run unsuccessful. Now they look to pay, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 6-0 our score after 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Brady's throw there complete. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and it'll likely be an Arrowhead, right? They'll likely do it for Kansas City. I know.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They'll run with White, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Wait, that 380. 54 Mike.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. As a man, and it's
Get the fuck
Edelman
out
for the
of here.
Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. He atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. 65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
11. 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And
Get
for
the
the
fuck
3rd
out
time
of
in
here.
this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Doing stupid shit now. That's why I'm getting my ass beat.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Brady.
Oh, that was a pick.
Incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Come on, fellas.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Coleman now. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
All right, we got to get a stop here, defense.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch the curve. 72.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Got his man. That's
Get the
Harry.
fuck out of here.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that 53.
Right there, 54 Mike. Right here, right here.
Hey, hey.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way, man. Hey, take it.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game.
All right, gotta get a touchdown. Gotta get a
Big one
touchdown.
there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
12, 12. He's checking, he's checking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And the throw left sideline here is
Come
caught,
on.
but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Oh, you got deep.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 54 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you as it did to me?
All right, gotta get a
Maybe
stop.
they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
There we go.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down.
Got him!
Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down.
That's what happens, folks, when you study your defender or your opponent the whole game. Knew he was coming back to that out and up route.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final
See if we
stages.
catch him slipping.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
Then you come back and you bite them in their ass, pause.
You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
He's back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Ball 50.
Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And
Got him.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Yards up to the 27-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right there, 54 miles. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Watch it.
On second down now, it's Carson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. This is Carson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
13.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to if Dolphins is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Got it. 54. 54.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now this is going to be close. The defense.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go. Yetidee! Check, check. 59.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take it. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. George Kittle, 75 yards. Opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. The 20, David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 50 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
We want it. Come to my work.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, my 7.
Throwing on second and 8. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray again, second and 10. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
56, right there, 56.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Slam.
12.
Now Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Murray.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range. And you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
13. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is hot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let him know. Mike,
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
One, Omaha.
you got tight. You got
Lock. Stay hot.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Mike, here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
I'm here all day.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Two.
Yo.
Stay hot.
Garoppolo now. This is caught. And he's going to take it in.
Seems like we might have another quitter.
Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now goal for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I'm getting this gun real quick. Coming over there. The fuck is all that blowing up? Jay, where you at? I heard a parachute. Oh, right here, right here.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific
Fuck did he run
Northwest
from?
at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I'm good. There's one more in that building over there somewhere.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm gonna give him a show or so. I'm still on the second level. Trying to get this other guy in this building to show himself. I don't know where he went.
Oh, it's like we were 3, huh? Take my PlayStation back up.
Oh, is he on you?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, on me. Good shit.
Come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first
Good
play
shit,
from
good shit.
scrimmage.
We can buy
and
him
get it
back.
picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Over there. I ain't got nothing to shoot there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return.
God
here.
damn.
He stopped just shy of the 25.
Fuck. I got him down. See this me swinging my fucking gun? Shit is annoying, bro. Nigga's supposed to be dead. Cooked you. They cooked you. Oh, man, I'm fucking crazy.
The NFL is on EA Sports. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. On first down, Rodgers going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Jones has it. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Check, check. Walk it before. Walk it before. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44, 44. Mike, 44. Man.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
Here we go.
And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Stop your whining.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
44. Mike, 44.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
50. Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Deep forward. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
65.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and run it in with Coleman, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
What we got? 50. 54.
From the 39, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twist. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now on first down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on third down. Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 99. Check 99. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Tight dog. 26. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got it. I got it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted,
Here we go.
they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
On first down, Coleman. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, pass complete here to Sanders. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
12, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
65. Let's go, defense. Who we got? 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Check. White. Check. Hot.
On third down, it's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Big hit.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the...